Sorry. Oop, let me close the window. Okay. I hope that makes it better, but it probably doesn't. Okay, we'll just turn the camera right here. 'Cause- Yep. Hi everyone. I hope you're able to see the live stream. I really would like advice, help, links to videos, articles, any recommendations if you're in the state of Ohio, especially the city of Columbus. If you have any real recommendations of a good divorce attorney, I have some listed, and I'm calling and I'm using those resources and everything like that. And my bad because on me because preparation is everything, and I was not prepared today. But what I will say is that I'm very, very glad for this lesson in that. So, real quick, what the facts are of what took place today in the title of this video. So, if you've been on my channel for a really long time, you know that I'm no longer with the person that I married. He moved out. He's living with somebody else now, and I live in my own place. I have, been asking him for a while about the divorce, and I was thinking that a death solution would be better because it'd be cheaper. However, of course, we're just not able to agree. So, and the biggest things, of course, we don't agree on is he doesn't want to pay child support, and he wants equal time with Layla. And what I see as equal, we don't agree on that. I don't agree on what his plan is, and I'm never going to give in to that. So let's be clear. So today, finally, after months of just waiting, there was a hearing today, and I was actually at the library prepared for that. It was going to be a phone hearing because of COVID. Now, I think about 30 minutes before the hearing, I get a phone call from the officer that I have been working with for months on this. And, he tells me it's canceled. They talked to dude's attorney, and they said that he wasn't served the paperwork right, so he does not have to come to the hearing. So they canceled the hearing. And they may reschedule it, but they might not, because now he's saying by the end of this week or next week, he is going to finally file for divorce. Of course, he's not telling me any of this, and that's another thing that I learned today. And I'm going to keep that one in my head. What I do realize is that people are watching because of my YouTube channel, and especially the enemy. Not for me, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. But those are the facts of what happened. I don't want to really discuss like the motions that I came through to get to this moment. What I will say is that I'm glad that it happened the way that it did, because if the hearing would have taken place, and instead of his attorney like, oh, we're just going to throw it out and do the whole divorce thing as one thing instead of just doing the child support hearing, and say that the attorney got on the line with him for the hearing, I would have been completely unprepared and like blindsided, and he probably would have gotten out a lot better with that scenario. So I'm thankful that it happened the way that it did, because I would have gotten like, yeah, that would have been like, what? So I'd rather this surprise than the surprise of, oh yeah, he's not going to have to do anything financially, because that's just unacceptable. The goal of this video, and for anyone who's watching right now, I'm working on a GoFundMe account. Not something I typically do, but like I said, I've been making phone calls. I'm going to see about for free resources when it comes to divorce attorneys, and somebody who can represent me, like low income families or whatever. And I've been looking at it for a while, but I have not been like zeroing in on it very hard. But now it definitely calls for it. But I should have really been on the ball, learned that lesson about preparation. And I'm just, so I'm gonna do a GoFundMe. I'll post a link at some point. If anybody wants to help support me to raise the money for an attorney, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna put my Cash App somewhere as well. And also, but more so than that, just like actual knowledge. So if you have been in my position and you're watching, and you know what it, just divorce, whether you're the man or the woman or what have you, whatever information that you can give in the comments below, any video links, any article links, again, any attorneys information, or what to expect when you're expecting a meeting with an attorney. I've had them, but I don't think that I've had the attitude that I have at this particular point in time. I kind of feel like I kind of came up shy more when it came to the subject. Now I feel very empowered to be much more aggressive for myself and on behalf of my daughter. I'm not really sure why I wasn't. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right, Brandy. That's why I'm not gonna like shred anybody or anything like that. But but I, of course, I'm going to. Oh, I'm in Ohio, but of course, it's clear I'm gonna have to raise the money for an attorney. I mean, I don't care if that's public. But anything else as far as strategy or anything, I'm not going to talk about it. I think this will be the last video that I really do, at least until everything is clear, and maybe I could talk and reflect on it later on down the line. But no, you're right. It's a public page. The enemy's watching, and I don't know. Like I know who he is, and everyone's been saying who he is, but I think like the mask slip. He showed himself, but I was just kind of like, no, I still want to see the person that I've seen. He's not an ugly monster, no, type of thing. And I don't know, today when that happened, I was just like, I don't know. It just kind of like maybe be like, okay, I'm ready to look at the monster now. I'm ready to actually see the monster. He's not really a monster, but you know what I mean. Like, if anything, I'm a monster. And when I say that, I told somebody that earlier. They were like, "Oh, being a monster is evil. You need to be more godly and take the high road." Let me just say this for anyone else who goes to that situation where people be like, "Oh no," like Michelle Obama said, "When they go low, we go high." Forget that. Forget that. Like whatever attitude you need to have in order to pursue and take care of yourself, you and yours, then you do it. Okay? Because the other person is not over there taking no high road. They taking back alleys. They taking, the scenic route, shortcuts and all that. So that's just the attitude that I have today. It's just redirecting my focus and preparation. I knew this was gonna come. I was just still giving that dude the benefit of the doubt. Not of him wanting to stay married, but just being, I don't know, why would I continue to do that? And then especially since, he has that little gremlin as a neck. So, it's what, 2 versus 1 kind of in a sense, or not really. I don't know what the situation is, but I got me, I got God, and I got my peace of mind still. So today was a setback, but now I understand that preparation is key. And like I said, any information about divorce, any divorce stories or any laws or anything, I like I said, I have free resource number that I'm going to contact. I'm coming up with some other things, and I guess it's just time to prepare for the battle, prepare for war. And I'm taking no prisoners. That's all I got to say about it. I'm taking absolutely no prisoners. I will get exactly what I want. I already have it. So cool. But if you watch this video, thank you so much. And again, like for real, if you have any resources, any stories, any advice, any recommendations, if you're in the state of Ohio for a divorce attorney, what to look out for, even questions that you should be asking them, because it's I guess at first it was just, this whole thing is like, oh, lawyers, oh, courts, and you don't want to deal with that. So I was just pushing it away, because I'm like, I really can't believe that it's coming to this where we can't just work it out. But hey, honey, it is what it is, and now I get to see this next level of where I'm going. But thank you all so much. I got work to do. Bye.